when you do what I do for work, you have to have a thick skin.
When I first started doing adult content, my friends and family were definitely concerned. They were worried about my future, also worried about the hate that I was getting.
I'm worried about your future. You're gonna literally destroy men in your eyes. Like, in your eyes, you will never be able to see a man the same way. Man, this might be the most extremely accurate statement on YouTube right now. I got with 5 men in one day and I'm called disgusting. Lady, that's freaking gross. I don't know anybody who's had sex with more than one person in a day. Having sex with 5 people in a day is literally disgusting. We're gonna see what this lady's talking about. I'm sure she's like, yeah, this is just my lifestyle and I'm completely comfortable with it and I don't see anything wrong with it. Everything is safe. Yeah, lady, that's freaking nasty.
This is Annie. She fell in love with
everybody.
Because I slept with 300 people last year.
I get a lot of judgment from a lot of different people. You're just a few years away from clinical depression. Nothing empowering about this, just makes you look easy. And an STD catcher, being chased by thirsty little boys.
today.
You know what? And that is wildly accurate, because I can only imagine she's having sex with all these people because there's some type of void that she feels like she's filling up, quite literally.
I'm Annie. People judge me because I slept with 300 people last year, but I don't care. I first started doing spicy content in 2020. It was during COVID. I saw some girls on TikTok talking about all the money they were making, and I thought, that sounds pretty easy.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man. I thought she was just out here just partying, just getting drunk, having one-night stands with a whole bunch of people. Whole time, she's a porn star.
When I first started, I was earning about $9,000 a month, and now I earn about $250,000 a month. So right now I'm just setting up my stage, I guess, for my job. I'm pretty simple when it comes to filming content. I like to just use my tripod, and I like to keep things pretty personal, kind of like the girlfriend experience, nothing too crazy. Yeah.
The girlfriend experience. So she's talking to these people, and this is wild. Content creators are crazy, man.
Ready to go. I first started being open about my sex life online, or maybe 9 months ago. And I honestly was just sharing it for fun. Then I was just like sharing my sexual experiences because I thought it was good to break the stigma of women being sexual. And then over time, people started really enjoying my content. So I started deciding to like set myself goals. And that's when I came up with the 300 people in a year. And here we are.
She set a goal to have sex with 300 people in a year. What kind of goal is that? That's a goal for if you're freaking like 15-year-old male thinking about the wild stuff we think about when we're 15-year-old males.
The most that I've slept with in a day is 5. I find a lot of the people that I sleep with on dating apps or in real life, the guys that I've met so far, I wouldn't say that I would see myself being with them long term. But if I do find the right person along my journey, then that's something that I would definitely consider.
You know what? You're cooked. You're cooked. I don't care. I don't care. You make content. I don't give a damn. No. And you don't see any of these men that you've already slept with, somebody you could be with long term, because you see that they're literally going to have sex with somebody right after you have sex with them, or have sex with somebody else. You probably share that information and was like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with it.
I've had like very mixed reactions to my sleeping with 300 people in a year. Some people have been super supportive, like, go girl, you do you, slay. And then I've had the majority of people judging me, saying that I'm riddled with STIs and that I'm not safe and that I'm disgusting.
I think that there's definitely a stigma with women being sexual as opposed to men. I think people accept men as being sexual beings, whereas women are seen as non-sexual beings, which is...
She's so out of line, but she's correct. When men brag about having sex with multiple people, it's not an issue. But I've never heard a man in real life talk about having sex with 5 girls in a day.
There are just a few of the comments that I tend to get. Really? Like, really? Is that all you can boast about? What a sad life. You must be living. Grow a few years old and most of these desperate people will stop coming and giving you money. You're just a few years away from clinical depression. Nothing empowering about this, just makes you look easy. And an STD catcher, being chased by thirsty little boys. The body is good, but the head not so much, as plain Jane trying to be hot with makeup.
And yeah, these comments are freaking cruel, but 300 people in a year is literally absurd.
Honestly, don't let the judgment that I get online really bother me that much. Sometimes I laugh at it because I think it's hilarious. When you do what I do for work, you have to have a thick skin.
When I first started doing adult content, my friends and family were definitely concerned.
Yo.
They were worried about my future, also worried about the hate that I was getting.
I'm worried about your future. You're gonna literally destroy men in your eyes. Like, in your eyes, you will never be able to see a man the same way.
I'm about to call mum and see what she thinks about my love life. When I first told her about what I do, well, technically I didn't tell her. She found out through a news article on Facebook and she was very shocked. It wasn't the best way for her to find out. Hey,
Could you
Mum,
freaking imagine?
what did you think when I first told you about the content that I make?
Well, you didn't tell me. I was online and there was a newspaper and I thought, why is my Annie in the newspaper? So I started reading and I didn't know
This
what
lady's
it
name
was.
is freaking
And
Karen. Karen looks like she used to be a freaking fox back in the day.
it took me a little while to accept.
Did you have any reservations, and if so, what were they?
Yes, of course I did. My first concern was that you would reach a certain age and what would you do afterwards? But of course you've proven again that you know exactly what you're doing and I don't have any concerns.
Bruh, but when she turns freaking whatever age she is now, but when she turns freaking late 30s and she's sitting here trying to find a man and settle down, nobody is going to want you because you are literally the most random person I've ever seen in my life. No shade, but let's be realistic here. In the comments, raise your hand if you will be with a woman who's had sex with 300 people in 1 year without being a complete simp. If she's going to be with somebody, it's going to be a complete simp.
All I can say is I know you very well and I feel like you know what you're doing. Perhaps you want to try to show that a woman can have control of what she does in her life. That she can say no, she can say yes. Consent.
And I love the message, but having control of your life, I mean, yeah, she has control of her life for sure, but she apparently does not know how to say no.
Mum, would you ever want to change what I do for a living?
I want you to choose what you do in life. I trust you. Whatever you choose to do, I'll be there for you.
Aww. All right, Mum, I've got to go now, but I love you.
Oh, I love you so much.
Bye, Mum. I am just getting some drinks prepared because my friend Alex is coming over.
My name is Alex. I'm 33 years old. I am one of Annie's close friends. We actually lived together last year.
So her best friend is 33. So I don't know what age old girl is pushing, but her time might be ticking.
How are you? What did you think when you first
That
heard
freaking
about my
dog has
content
seen
creation?
everything.
I think I was a little bit shocked and surprised at first, the way I had found out about it. We had only been living together for about a month.
Yeah, literally.
So, you know, I kind of understand that you wouldn't want to just come out and say it.
It was also an awkward thing to just come out and
Yes,
say.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
So she basically
after you told me
already knew,
about it,
right?
I was totally fine with it.
How did you feel once you found out about all the guys I'd been with last year?
I think because initially the way that I found out about it was from an Instagram post, which did surprise me a little bit. But then when I approached you about it and you were sort of really open with me and honest, there was probably a little bit of a side to me that I think safety issues, like I did wonder, how are you sort of safe with all of the guys that you have been with last year?
Yo, I'm sitting here really trying to fathom all of this. 300 guys in 1 year. I can only imagine. She's probably ran into some real weirdos. And I bet she regrets a majority of the people she slept with. Cause 300 people, at least 200 of them were just not up to par with her standards. She just wanted to reach her goal for the year.
I feel like I'm very safe when it comes to it because obviously with my work I have to be, because if I were to film with other creators, you can only film with creators if you're clean, because we do like full STI checks every 2 weeks. and obviously practice like using protection, like condoms, etc. So I feel like I do it very well, but obviously there's always risk, and so I get that. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Do you ever worry about what people think?
It only bothers me what my close friends and family think. Everyone outside of that, I could not care less.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go get drinks. Do you wanna go get ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh man, and this is me thinking back to all the corn stars I used to watch when I was young, and I can probably guarantee you half of those people are not with anybody that they really want to be with. I can almost assume that all the corn stars I watched way back in the day have settled down with fans that simped, or settled down with the fan that just super simped over this person.
So do you usually approach a guy that you like the look of, or do you wait for them to approach you?
I feel like I definitely do a little bit of both. Like, if I see a guy that I like, I'll approach him and maybe like do it at the bar so it's more casual.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I feel like I'll just let them approach me.
She walks up to him. She's like, you're going to be number 275.
In the future, I am hoping next year to hit 600 in a year. So we'll see how we go this year, and then maybe that's my next year's challenge. I would say to people who judge women for their sex lives, what's the difference between a man sleeping with 5 people in a day and a woman sleeping with 5 people in a day? I don't understand.
Because lady, that's not a normal thing. That is not normal. Anybody who's having sex with somebody more, like, come on. If you're a corn star, yes, I get it. I can get that. But other than that, man, 5 people in a day is literally insane. It's literally insane.
Why when a man does it, they celebrate him and they think he's a legend, but when a woman does it, we're called names and ridiculed and made fun of. It's just not fair. The advice that I give to other women who want to explore their sexuality would be, just go for it. Don't worry about other people's judgment. You don't have to put it out there on the internet like I do. I'm trying to beat the stigma around women being sexual, and honestly, like, I feel amazing.
Nah, listen, men being sexual, yes, we are very sexual people in nature. Women being sexual, y'all are freaking sexual too. But I don't know anybody who is celebrating anybody who's had sex with 5 people in a day. If a man is having sex with 5 women in a day, Buddy is a strong mother effer. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Buddy got good blood circulation. Buddy is at the top of his game, unless he's taking like pills and stuff like that. Listen, I'm not trying to bash this woman because there's a ton of freaking adult content creators out here, but the fact that they made a video about this lady being literally the most sexual person in Australia, and she boasts about her goals of having sex with 300 people in a day, or in a year, and then 600 people in a year. That's literally insane. Yes, she's gonna be rich. Yes, she probably is freaking rich right now. But boy, what happens when you turn freaking 45? Are you gonna do this the rest of your life? Are you gonna be in the granny category? What is the end game? Answer me that, because that is crazy to me. Anyways, if you like content like this, please leave a like and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate you. If you're gonna have sex with a ton of people, just always use protection, because it gets wicked out here. Other than that, love yourself, love your family, love your kids, your girlfriend, boyfriend, love yourself. And remember, drink water, because it's good for you.